And the wheel of the cosmos spins round and round, round and round it goes. And what did it materialize? Hey, Tubies, it's Psychic Bob. Well, I'm sitting there having fun today and playing with my necklace. Isn't this a beautiful piece of jewelry? This dates from the 1970s. And this was part of the jewelry that I bought at the Jean Dixon estate. Jean Dixon was a famous, world famous astrologer who lived actually near me. And I was able to buy some pieces from her estate, and this is one of them. Anyways, it's a famous pendant belonging to a famous astrologer. And now Psychic Bob wears it. So I wear it all the time to honor Jean Dixon because I loved her and I miss her still. Anyways, it's the Zodiac. Well, actually, let me show it to you. Some of you haven't seen it. Some of you have been here a long time. You've seen this. But for the new people, it's the wheel is a zodiac. It's got all the zodiac signs and their glyphs, and it's surrounded by little colored crystals. It's a beautiful pendant. It's on the original chain. On the back side, it's same thing as on the front, just the zodiac symbols. But they don't make jewelry like this anymore. I don't know. Maybe they do. I don't ever see it in the stores because I love my big flashy jewelry, and I don't see stuff like this anymore. So, anyways, I'm enjoying my pendant, and I'm having a great time. Well, today is Monday, and that means it's time for our astrology forecast. Oops, I got my pendant all tangled up here. There you go. And we're going to spin around our big zodiac wheel. This is actually the wheel that I'm wearing on my pendant. So if you can't see it, this is what it is. Okay, it's the sun with all the zodiac signs. So we're going to spin around that wheel and see what is in the stars for you today. I tell you, we've got a very interesting week. A lot of high psychic power this week. And Mars is playing a major factor every single day this week. And we're going to get into that. But let me just start by saying that this video, the information in this video, is for Monday, April the 29th, 2019 through Sunday, May the 5th, 2019. So the 29th of April through the 5th of May, that's what this horoscope covers. So let's jump right into it and see what is going on in the stars today. Okay, now I should also preface this with saying that all of the information in this video is for all zodiac signs. So whoever you are, wherever you are, if you're on Earth, this applies to you. Okay, so that'll keep it simple. Because sometimes people write in and say, "Well, Psychic Bob, was that for my sign or a different sign?" It's for all 12 zodiac signs. Okay, so let's look at what we got going on today on Monday, April the 29th. We've got our sun in Taurus. We entered Taurus back on the 21st of April, and our sun will be in the sign of Taurus until the 20th of May. Taurus is an earth sign. It gives power to prosperity. It gives power to luxury and power to love, too. Woo, girl, get some bull horns. Look out. The sign of Taurus is the bull. And actually, you know what? Let me show it to you here. It's on my, here it is. The glyph, or the symbol, is the bull. There's our bull on our zodiac wheel. And there's the Taurus symbol, the little horns. So that's Taurus. We're in Taurus, as I said, until May 20th. Happy birthday to all of our Taurus babies. You guys are rocking it. This is your power time. Okay, now, what do we got going on today? Today our moon is in Pisces, which is a water sign. And it's interesting, our sun is in an earth sign, our moon is in a water sign. They nurture each other. Taurus is an earth sign. Earth signs and water signs support and nourish each other. And the earth finds the water very enriching to its life. We've got our Mercury, however, today square Saturn. Mars is in opposition to Jupiter, and Mars is square Neptune. What this all means is that today you've got to just slow things down, okay? That Martian energy with Mars opposition and Jupiter could really stimulate you to try to be like really dramatic and fast-paced, but you really need to slow it down. The reason why is that Mercury is square Saturn today. And that means that it may be challenging to keep people in a focused logic frame of mind. And you yourself might feel a little challenged in keeping focus and logic Emotion can tend to run away with us when Mars is prominent. And Mars is very predominant in our chart all this week. So Mars is in opposition to Jupiter today, which actually brings in a lot of firepower. Mars is a fire planet, brings in firepower for prosperity, for success. But again, if you want to be successful, slow it down, listen to your inner voice, okay? Because if you get tangled up in emotion, it's going to throw everything off track this week, okay? So start today by slowing down, listen to your inner voice, and you'll have the right energy to launch for success this week, okay? Now, what do we got going into Tuesday? Well, let me tell you, today might be a little challenging in the emotional area, but tomorrow is challenging. I hate to say it, not trying to be negative, but got to be honest. Tomorrow's a little challenging in every aspect, okay? Our moon is in Pisces, which does put us in that kind of introspective inner mood. A lot of times in Pisces, people feel very psychic as well. So you may have a lot of insights, a lot of intuitions, but it may be challenging to get that into the outer world on Tuesday. The reason why is that our moon, though it's conjunct Neptune, which enhances that psychic gift, Mercury is square Saturn, the moon is square Pluto, and Mars is square Neptune. What all of these squares mean is that it's going to be very challenging to get people to understand your vision or agree to it or look ahead or be on the same page. Tuesday is really not a good day for business negotiations. Try to avoid if you can. If you're looking for a job, I'd really say don't schedule your interviews on Tuesday this week. Just not a good day. In fact, if you can, I would take Tuesday as a day off, have a retreat day. Because with that moon in Pisces and that moon conjunct Neptune, it really lends power to inner vision and quiet reflection. So Tuesday, you may be challenged. Now, I know some of you are going to say, well, Psychopop, I have to go out to work. I can't stay at home. That's okay. Go into your day, but really avoid getting into arguments with people. Really kind of stay to yourself. Work on projects as much as you can on your own. That's going to get you through Tuesday, okay? So just kind of know Tuesday's really... that's kind of our challenging day of the whole week, okay? Now, don't let that scare you because once we get back into Wednesday, everything's back on track, okay? We've still got our moon in Pisces, which is that wonderful psychic water energy. We got our moon square Jupiter. Mercury is trine Jupiter, and Mars is in opposition to Jupiter. All of those Jupiter aspects today mean blessings of power, success, wealth, luxury, glamour. So Wednesday is our power day of this week. This is a great time for jobs. Job searches, a great time for interviews, a great time for business proposals, a great time to sign contracts. Wednesday is our business power day. If you're in the performing arts, you're going to have a show like you've never had. It's the day of glamour, success, high power, and just all around joy, okay? Now, going into Thursday, what we've got going on, things get a little more interesting because our moon is moving over into Aries. That's that firepower. However, Aries energy can be a little volatile, okay? And you got to be a little careful on Thursday because Mars is trine Jupiter, which is a wonderful aspect to have, a wonderful transit. Mars is in opposition to Jupiter, which I think is a very good thing. And Mars, however, though, is square Neptune, okay? Now, what that means is on Thursday, there's a lot of power for success, but you must stick to facts. There's no room for speculation or conjecture. The reason why is that Mars square Neptune will make it challenging to see things in the proper light as far as future predictions and future successes. There's room for success here and a lot of power, but you have to stick to what you know, stick to facts. If you're in a business negotiation, don't throw out wild speculations about, well, we think we'll have 110% growth next year. No, stick to what the numbers say. If the numbers say 70% growth, not 110, stay with that, don't project. Just be careful on Thursday with that, okay? Stick to the numbers, stick to the facts, be honest in your dealings, and you'll be just fine on Thursday, okay? Now, going into Friday, we're still continuing some of these Mars aspects that are a little challenging, as I said this week. Our moon is still in Aries on Thursday, which is Thursday, May the 3rd. Friday. I can't talk to you. We are on Friday, May the 3rd. Our moon is still in Aries. Our moon is conjunct Mercury. Moon is trine Jupiter. Mercury is trine Jupiter. Moon is square Pluto. And Mars is square Saturn. Now, what all this adds up to is you've got to really focus on the present and avoid long-term discussions. You may find, especially those you working in the business world, that people are all excited to do stuff and they're going to want to talk about right now. And you'll lose your audience if you say, well, in 5 years from now, we're looking at this. They don't want to hear long-term projections. If they do ask for it, get through it quickly and simply. But your success is being in the moment. Friday is the day you want to be present, be fully aware, have your notes together, know what you're doing, be in the moment, and that will bring success for you, okay? Now, going into our weekend on Saturday, the 4th of May, this is going to be an interesting weekend because our moon moves over into Taurus. Now, Taurus is grounding energy. That's going to bring down some of that high-flying emotional energy we've been feeling all week. But by, Saturday, that earth energy will come in. However, we also have our moon conjunct Uranus, which is actually a favorable aspect. We've got Mercury trine Jupiter. We've got the moon in opposition to Jupiter and Venus square Saturn. What does this mean? Well, it means that there's a lot of opportunities here for sudden breakthroughs, particularly in business and success. So any projects that you're on that may have been delayed, that week, you may see a sudden opening and opportunity come by Saturday. So be patient this week, because Saturday really is kind of a turning point. With that Mercury trine Jupiter, that really opens up negotiation power and leading to success for both sides, okay? We've got our moon in opposition to Jupiter, and that means that you can trust your inner vision, your inner sense of things, particularly in the business area. However, Venus square Saturn's a little bit of a caution, because Venus square Saturn means that you may have challenges in the emotional area, keeping your mind and heart together. So really on Saturday, you want to avoid mixing business and pleasure. So don't, try to have a romance with somebody you're doing business with. Separate love and romance from business on Saturday. Don't let the two mix, or it'll end up in disaster, okay? Stay with the success. Look for the money. You can get love later. Okay. Speaking of love, this is one of the few weeks where I don't have a love power day. And I think that's a sign, because usually, we have one day where I say it's the love power day or the business power day. We have 2 days that are business power days, which brings us into Sunday, but we don't have any love power days. So I think you better be careful with romance this week. Just kind of keep things light and casual. Don't get all serious, all right? Now, going into Sunday, our moon is still in Taurus. That's that good grounded earth energy. Our moon is trine Saturn, which means our focus will be very good. Mercury is trine Jupiter, again, open discussion leading to success. And we've got Mars in opposition to Jupiter. That's a high power aspect. Sunday is our second business power day. It's really one of those days where you're feeling good, you look good, everybody's talking, things move in the right direction. So what are our 2 best days this week? I would say it's Wednesday is our power day, and this upcoming Sunday is our power day. So that is our power days. As I said earlier, not a lot of energy this week for romance, but a lot of energy for success in business, a lot of energy for, moving forward on projects. So just roll with the flow this week. And try to keep yourself focused, keep in check, and you're going to get through this week, okay? So that is what is in the stars for you this upcoming week, from Monday, April the 29th through Sunday, May the 5th, 2019. And guys, I have to say, I do it every week, but it's true. I say, when you are in a time of struggle in your life, do not give in to despair. Remember that the stars are above us, and they are our guides and allies on the way. So let's watch the wheel of the zodiac as it spins, and let's be open to receiving new blessings each day. For the stars are our allies. They don't control us nor compel us, but they are friends to lend us power on our journey. So keep faith, hope, and love in your heart. Look to the zodiac, and you will have success and joy in your life. Well, guys, I am so glad you're here. Thank you for being here for our little astrology forecast. I hope this has been of some help to you. Listen, if you get a chance, pop over to my website today. A lot of you have been writing. Said, think about it, tell us more about your work. Visit my website, www.psychicbob.com. Those links will be below. But you can pick up my books there. We got Psychic Bob's Book of Spells, Psychic Bob's Book of Wiccan Wisdom, Messages from Rose, Ouija Mysteries. All of these are at my website. And if you want to get on my schedule for a private reading, I still have a few openings this week. Give me a call, 703-825-3929, and we'll get you on the schedule for a private reading. And if you want, you can write to me at my email, readings@robert-hickman.com. All of those links to my phone number and email will be below. And since you might have if you're sitting there with your cell phone, why don't you put my phone number in your cell phone? Even if you're not going to buy a reading right now, you might need Psychic Bob in the future. 703-825-3929. Put it in your phone. Keep me on your speed dial. I look forward to being in touch with you guys. You guys are best. By the way, if you didn't see yesterday's video, we had the witching hour. Make sure to go see that. I want to say thank you to all the people who came out for that. You guys are rock. We had a great time. If you haven't seen it, it's in the queue right before this video. We talked about all things mystical and Wiccan, so definitely check it out. Well, guys, I love you. Thanks for being here with me today. Listen, keep it here at Spirit Channel. We got more coming. Tomorrow is Tuesday, and that means time for messages from the spirit world. It's where I'm going to do little free mini psychic readings for people who write in. So you can put your psychic question in the box below, and also tell me what your horoscope sign is. And if you don't want to do that, you can also write to me at my email, readings@robert-hickman.com, with your question as well. So either way, send me your letters, and we'll be back here tomorrow for messages from the spirit world. Well, guys, listen, help me out. Like this video, favorite it, share it with your friends, hit subscribe, be part of Spirit Channel. We'd love you to be here. You guys are the best. We'll see you back here tomorrow for messages from the spirit world. And until then, may all of you always blessed be.